Hello, hello. Welcome to day 2 of 5 days of inspiration, how to get more clients with more ease and more enjoyment. Let me just make sure the camera is where I want it. There we go. How are you today? How are you doing? I hope you are really good and you enjoyed yesterday's session. Today we're diving into, do you need more conviction in your marketing and your sales? So this session is really for you, and I'm going to keep it succinct, but it's for you if you sometimes feel uncertain about the value of your offer. You know, maybe you're a newer coach. Hi Anika, good to see you. Maybe you're a newer coach. Maybe you've had some clients, but you haven't got that steady stream yet. Maybe you're working towards your first 10K month. But for whatever reason, you don't yet feel fully confident in your offer and your program, and that you can help your clients get the results that your program promises. I hear this all the time from people. You know I have something valuable to offer, but I'm not sure, I feel a bit uncertain, and they don't have that confidence and conviction in what they are saying. Now, what happens with your audience, how this can look, is it often looks like people telling you on sales calls, I'd love to, but I don't have the money. Or it sounds great, but I can't afford that right now. Or, I need to think about it. So if you find that you are booking sales calls, but you're hearing that more frequently than you would like, it may be that you are lacking some conviction in your energy and in your message and the way you are coming across with your marketing. So we are gonna clean that up beautifully for you today. And I have a secret that I'm gonna share that is nothing, I don't think is gonna be anything you've ever heard, that changed this for me. So there's gonna be so much value in this for you. The other thing the sort of symptom of lack of conviction in what you're offering and sharing is you can have the experience of attracting the wrong people, right? So if you have ever said, oh, I've got the wrong people in my audience, it may be that you are coming across with less conviction about the value of your offer. So today's session is for you, and I'm super excited to share this with you. Now, I will say this is a scale. So it's not about being a perfect person who's 100% confident all the time. Whenever we are developing a skill, and confidence, showing up confidently with conviction is a skill, there are going to be people who are way further along and better at that skill than you. And there are going to be people who are not as developed in that skill as you. So I want you to know that wherever you are with this, it's perfect. And what I'm going to share today means it doesn't matter if you don't feel fully confident all the time. Because let's face it, which of us does? We're human beings, right? And our kind of confidence can fluctuate day to day. And maybe something happens in our personal life that knocks our confidence, or something happens in your business. You get a row of people saying no on sales calls, or whatever it is. Someone asks for a refund. As entrepreneurs, these things can shake our confidence. The truth is, when I share what I'm going to share today, it doesn't matter that those things happen. And they're still going to happen sometimes. Now, are they enjoyable experiences? Not particularly. Are they part and parcel of the life of an entrepreneur and a coach? Yes. Yes, they are. We can absolutely minimize them. And the more that you cultivate this conviction inside of you, the less you will experience that, but you will still experience it. You can't have a high ticket coaching business without occasionally having that contrast, right? So that's where I want to start from. But I have a question for you. Where does conviction come from? Where does conviction come from? Because if we know the answer to that, it becomes easy. So I know where I believe it comes from. I believe it comes from being so aligned with our divine mission, our divine purpose, that we kind of don't care what happens. Because when you are aligned with your divine purpose, your true, real desires, your universe-led desires, everything, all the challenges will seem like a blip. They will not be a reason to stop. You may still feel them, right? But you will always find the way. Now, here is the big and beautiful secret, and then I'm going to expand on this because I've got so much more to share with you about this, so stick around. Okay, but here it is. It's not about you. It's not about you. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, it's not about you, the individual, personal ego person. It's not about you, the human. When you have a bigger mission that you are on, and it is divinely led, as in there's a reason for it, it's your unique path, it's what you came here to do. And for most of us coaches, we have that, right? That is us. When you have that, you are convicted, because it becomes not about the personal you. So, for example, my mission, helping women to get more clients, it's really about empowering women. It's really about helping women to step fully into their confidence and live their biggest lives, because that is how we heal our world, in my view. But that's not really about me. Now, at any given time, we can be focused on ourselves, the little us, the little I, and be like, oh my God, you know, what are people thinking of me? Do I look okay? Can I do this? And that's where the uncertainty comes from. Those are the thoughts that are going to perpetuate that lack of confidence and that uncertainty. What do they think? Can I do this? Will I be able to pay my bills? These are all small I thoughts. They are not the thoughts of the divine mind. Contrast that to someone on their mission. They're not thinking about how am I going to pay my bills. They're thinking about how do I share this in a way that can help more people? What is the next step? God, show me. Universe, show me. Think about someone like Mother Teresa or Gandhi or Nelson Mandela who have a lot of conviction. We can all agree they have a lot of conviction. Yes? Put in the comments below if you agree, right? Agree that those people have conviction. Why? It's because they are not focused on the individual I. They are focused on the bigger mission. They couldn't do what they do if they were being self-conscious, thinking about, oh, how do I look? You know, will they like me? Because no, some of them won't like you. And that's okay. So when we take the focus off of ourselves and put it firmly on the mission, straight away that shifts things. That will move you into conviction, because you may not show up as a little individual I full of doubt, but you will show up for a bigger mission and a cause that you care about. You will get over your little fears and things. And I'm not like belittling them. I know. Starting a business and doing that and showing up and being visible, it comes with big challenges, particularly when we have the witch wound and different things going on. So I get it. I've had visibility challenges too, particularly if we've had any trauma or abuse in our backgrounds. So, but this is what we're overcoming. But when you are focused on the bigger mission and you're aligned with the universe, you get your own personal self out the way. And that leads to conviction. It's not about you anymore. So it doesn't matter if they say yes or no. It doesn't matter if they like you. So you're focused on the long game and you know what you're doing and you're showing up, and it's a very firm place inside. It's not shaky. It's not ego driven. It's not individual. If you can hear what I'm saying, this is a game changer for you. This is why you never have to worry about not feeling confident again. You know, step 1 of the Warrior S framework for creating clients is land in your power, claim your confidence, get visible. I don't say sit here and wait to be hit by a confidence stick. I say claim your confidence. It's a decision. It doesn't mean that we don't feel fear. Oops. Or, you know, we have a saying in some of my programs, do the damn thing with knees knocking, right? You're going to show up and do it. So claim your confidence. It is a decision. When you focus on the bigger mission and get yourself out the way, you will naturally experience a rise in conviction. You can become more confident purely by changing your body language. Shoulders back, sit straight. In my programs, we teach people about the power archetypes, and you can choose one. They love Queen, Warrior S, Sorceress, Lover, right? And you express like that archetype. So confidence is a decision. Now, you can trust in the universe. When you are not feeling confident, let's say like you're about to go live and something happens, it's something personal, and it hits you and you're like, oh my God, I don't feel confident and now I have to show up and do this live. You can lean on the universe. Goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, right? You don't have to do it yourself. The universe will do it through you when you get your personal self out the way. So you can trust the universe. I'm going to give you some examples, and this really happens so beautifully when we quiet our mind, right? Because sometimes we're so busy with all the thoughts and the ego and the like worries of the personal mind, we couldn't hear wisdom if it slapped us on the head. So what we want to do in those times is wait for our mind to quiet. We don't want to exacerbate and feed those worry thoughts. We want to wait for it to settle, because then wisdom will drop in and you will be guided. You know, I have had it times where I've been in the middle of a launch, or I've been about to go live and something's happened in my business or my personal life, like, you know, an email's come in with bad news, whatever, but you still need to go on and do your thing and show up, right? At those times I have prayed and I've said, universe, I can't do this, the little me. You're going to have to do it for me. You do it. You lead me. And that is available to us all at all times, because that is who we really are. You are not the individual little I, you are a fragment of source. And that is why you can lean on the universe and you get to show up with conviction, no matter what's going on or how you feel. That's a game changer right there. If you let that in, you are supported fully 100% at all times. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of when I got quiet and let the universe really work through me. I mean, there's been so many, but I'll give you a recent one that happened just earlier this week. I've recently bought an investment property, and it needs a lot of work. It's not an investment property, it's going to be my home where I'm going to live. It's a beautiful cottage in a village in the Dells. It's a real dream come true, but it needs a lot of work, and it's hard to get good builders around here, good tradespeople. So I was like, in my mind, my small mind, worrying, where is this person going to come from? And I was like trying to think up solutions. And I tried to ring somebody that I found on Google, and he had good reviews, and he didn't pick up. And this was like on Monday morning or something. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, thank God he didn't, because then it dropped in from the divine when I got quiet. And I remembered that I have a friend, a neighbor who I used to live near, that is a retired builder. And I was just like, it's that divine inspiration, isn't it? It feels different. It's like, I wonder if, let me just reach out to him. Well, he turned out to be a godsend, and he's like project managing, and he's down there right now working on it, and he's handling all the work, and he has got an absolute bunch of contacts with all the tradespeople, and that just fell in. Like, I couldn't have thought that up from my small mind, but when I asked the universe and I got quiet enough to hear, it dropped in. Another example, you know, I was in a toxic relationship a while ago. Didn't realize I was at first, but as soon as I did, I got myself out. But there was a whole bunch of shame and self-judgment that came with that. But what I realize is it's always happening for us, not to us. And when you realize this helps with conviction, because we don't feel like victims. It's always happening for us, not to us. So in the scenario of that toxic relationship, that was a harder one. Right? I'll be honest, that was difficult for me to reconcile. But I realized that it was happening for me because there was some toxic trauma inside of me, some contrast that needed clearing out so I could go to the next level in my business and my life. And the purpose of that relationship was to show me that I still had some unhealed stuff there. And I needed to clear that out. And I did, right? I did. So that was happening for me. It's always happening for you when you know that. You have conviction and you show up, you walk a bit taller, you show up a different way. So I wanted to share those with you because it's not about being this perfect person that never has any problems. It's not about always feeling 100% confident. But in summary, when you stop making it about you, you align with your universe, with the universe, and it's a true desire. There is a power in you that is not of you. And that is where true conviction lies. So leave me a comment, give the video a heart or a like, please. I appreciate it. Let me know what you have gotten from this. Let me know your experience of this. But this is why you can trust that. You can lean on that. And you can show up with conviction. And then it's an upward spiral, because as you start showing up with conviction, you will start getting more clients. As you start getting more clients and they go through your programs and they get results, you will get more confidence and you will get more conviction. But the confidence and conviction, they come as a result of you taking that action and you leaning on the universe. And if you don't yet have it and you've still got those doubts swimming about, that is okay. Show up anyway, lean on the universe, get a coach. If you want to come work with me, reach out. We can have a conversation. I am not taking on very many people at the moment, but I'm happy to have a conversation and see if there's a way I can support you. So, you know, there is no reason not to have conviction at this point. You have everything you need for where you are, and you can trust that. You can trust that. So go out there, do your best work. It's not about you. Show up with conviction, focus on the mission. I will see you tomorrow for our next session in this 5 days of inspiration. Lots of love. Bye for now.